Today we're going to make a one-page web page about a national park. And it's going to have a couple extra skills built into it, which will build into making a three-page website. So the first thing I need you to do is go to your OneDrive 22-23 Q2 folder, and we're going to create a new folder called National, which will be for National Park. When you are doing websites, you should never have spaces. So if I was going to put National Park, I would have to put National Park with no space. So either one is fine, but you need to have a separate folder for this. You got to start getting into that habit. All right, so you're going to open up Notepad and you are going to do all of the things that we do that tells the browser that it's a web page. So it's docutype, language, heading. The title is example document. Remember, that shows up. These up here is what you're considered your title. So right here, it says example document. I don't want it to be example document. I want it to be national parks or national park. All right, so now the first thing we need to do, if you look on your calendar, is that we have to have a title that it has color and is centered. So there is code that does this, and in an effort of time, I'm going to just copy and paste said code because you don't need to watch me type. So if I go inside of the body, because I want it to be on my page, and I type in H1, remember we learned that H1 is a heading, we're going to align it center, and we're going to make this about Yellowstone. Okay? And then you close the body and you do this. So now, if I go to File, Save As, I need to make sure I go to my 22-23 Digital Literacy Q2 National Park folder. You need to make sure this is here, and we're going to call it national.html, and then we're going to hit save. So now if I go to my File Explorer and I go and I find this, I should click on it. It should say Yellowstone, and it should say National Park up here. Okay, so the next thing you have to do is you have to make a solid color background. So we want it to be inside the body because that's where we're going to see it on the website. And you're going to type in body BG color equals, and then there's just a whole bunch of letters and numbers. If you go to the calendar, in the calendar, there is a link to, to this page. And it will tell you the numbers and letters that go with each one of the colors. So you need to pick a color, and then you need to type it in. So if I want it to be this A9, 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 I would go over here and type in A9, A9, A9. If I hit File, Save, and I go back to my page here, it will put in a solid color background. The next thing that you have to do is you have to create 5 facts about that park in different sizes. So we did this in the original one. Basically, all you're going to do is you are going to go within the body after our title, and we're going to type in H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Where it says this is a heading, this is where you're going to go and you are going to find a fact on the internet someplace. All right, so once you have done that, you will save it again. You will go back to this and you will see this, and it's going to keep going in different things. I have to go up here and put one in here. I'm sorry I put it in the wrong one, so let's see. So this one, oops, here, so there we go, we have this. If I save it, and I go back to my national parks, and it will do. So I should have 5. The next thing you have to do is you have to put a map with a link. So we're going to go here, and we're going to find a map of Yellowstone, or whichever park you have chosen. I'm not going to spend a lot of time finding one. We'll click on that one. You have to save this image into the file. So we're going to save image as. We're going to make sure we're in 22, 23, digital literacy, Q2, national park, and I'm going to call it map.jpg and hit save. So now when I go back here and I put in, we did this last time also, when we put in inside the body, we're going to have it go to map.jpg Yellowstone map, and I'm going to make it 400 by 400, and I want it to go to, go back here and put in Yellowstone National Park. And that takes me to this page. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to go over here and I'm going to paste it in. So now you hit File, Save, and we're going to go over here to National Park. I now have a link, a map. I can click on it and it takes me to that website. The last thing that we have to do is we have to change the color of all of these links. So you need to click on whichever one you're talking about, and you need to type in style equals color. And I use the word tomato, and that goes back to hold on, this one, there is a one in here called tomato. So not only can you use these numbers, but you can also use the word. So I'm going to use one like that, and then I'm going to, oops, wrong one, sorry. Go over here. And instead of tomato, I'm going to call it green. I'm going to save it. I'm going to go back to my Yellowstone. Hold on, where are we? This one? Oh, yep. You have to go back. No, hold on. And we're going to read. So now I have it. You can see that it's in tomato. And so at the end, you should have a title up here in the tab called National Park. Your park should be centered. You should have 5 different facts about your park, all in a different color and size. You should have an image that links to your park. You need to save it as DL2-3-2 and turn in the Chrome document. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. Thanks.